Hello class, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So students, welcome once again to your maths class. I, Achal Singh, welcoming you all once again to your maths class. So students, in our previous session, we were doing chapter number, we were doing the exam paper from our book, maths book. Okay, and now we have already done some of the sums from the same topic, and we have already done up to sum number 24. So in today's session we are going to start with sum number 25 from the same exam paper. Okay, so all of you open your books at page number 205. Okay, so I'm just writing the topic, that is page number 205, and that is an exam paper, so in which you will get the questions from all the topics from your maths book. Clear? So let's begin with the question number 25. So the question number 25 is, Ritu bought vegetables of rupees 215.85 paise, 1 kg apples. Okay, देखिए, so Ritu has bought some of the vegetables. Okay, and she has paid rupees 215 rupees and 85 paise for it, and then she had bought 1 kg apples as well. So the cost of 1 kg apple is 70 rupees and 50 paise, and a packet of biscuits, and then she bought a packet of biscuits, and the cost of that packet of biscuit is 13 rupees and 25 paise. She gave a 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper. How much change did she get back? Okay, so here in this question they have given the amount of different fruits and vegetables that is being bought by Ritu. Okay, so she has bought some vegetables which cost rupees 215.85 paise. Then she had bought some apples, and the cost of apples is rupees 70 rupees and 50 paise. So this is the cost of 1 kg apples, and a packet of biscuits, and then she had bought a packet of biscuit as well, which cost rupees 13 rupees and 25 paise. Okay, after buying all these things, she has given a 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper. Okay, so to pay the amount of all the items, she gave a 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper. So here the question is, how much change did she get back? Now, how much money will she get back after? Or you can say that how much money will the shopkeeper will give back to her? So in the return amount, okay, of her all the items that she has bought. Okay, so here the four things that are given. Total, the cost of vegetable was given, cost of apples is given, the cost of packet of biscuit is given. The cost of these three things are given, and then the amount paid to the shopkeeper is given, and now it is being asked that what amount that she will get back. So what amount she will get back, that we have to find out. Clear? So let's write down the things that were already given. The first is Ritu bought vegetables. So that means that is question number 25. Cost of vegetables. So here she has bought some vegetables. So the cost of vegetables is 215 rupees and 85 paise. That is 215 rupees and 85 paise. So this is the cost of vegetables. Next, cost of 1 kg apple. Cost of 1 kg apples. So the cost of 1 kg apples is rupees. The cost of 1 kg apple is rupees 75.50. That is 70 rupees and 50 paise. So this is the cost of 1 kg apples. Next, cost of 1 packet of biscuits. Cost of 1 packet of biscuits is rupees. The cost of one packet of biscuit is 13.25. That is rupees 13.25. So this is the cost of one packet of biscuits. Now here the question is, now the first thing that we will do, that we will find out the total amount that the total cost of all the items. Therefore, total cost of all the items. The total cost of all the items that we will find by simply just adding them all. So let's add rupees 215.85, rupees 70.50 paise, third is rupees 13 rupees and 25 paise. So this is the total cost of all the items. Now add them. 5 plus 5 0 plus 1 10. 8 plus 2 10 plus 5 15 plus 1, that is 16.1 will be carried here. 5 plus 3 8 plus 1 9. 1 plus 7 8. 8 plus 1 9. And it's 2. So the total cost of all the items is equal to rupees 299 rupees and 60 paise. So this is the total cost of all the items that she had bought, that is 299 rupees and 50 paise. Now the next thing that is given, money she gave to the shopkeeper. The money given to the shopkeeper and money she get back. The get back money you have to calculate. Money given to the shopkeeper, money given to the shopkeeper. Money given to the shopkeeper is equal to rupees 500. So this is the money that she has given to the shopkeeper. Money she get back. Money she get back. तो पैसे उसको वापस मिले. ओके, सो दैट रुपीज 500 minus rupees 500 minus rupees 299.60 paise. So this is the amount that we have to calculate, that she will get back. So let's find out. So you can do the subtraction in the rough or in the fair, wherever you want. So I'm just doing it here. So rupees 500 minus rupees 299.60 paise. So this is the amount that we have to calculate. 0, not possible, so we can directly borrow from here. 4, 9, 9, and this will become 10. 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 9, 0. 9 minus 9, 0. 4 minus 2, that is 2. And this is the amount that will draw in rupees. So the money she will get back is rupees 200 rupees and 40 paise. Okay, so this is the amount that she will get back. So the amount she will get back is 200 rupees and 40 paise. So just write, therefore she will get back rupees 200.40 paise. So this is the amount that she will get back. Okay, or the shopkeeper will give back to her. Clear? So you can just pause it here and note it down in your notebooks. This is the solution of question number 25 from page number 205. Okay? Chaliye, moving next to the question number 26. Okay, so let's move to question number So the question number 26 beta is given. Form greatest and the smallest number of 5 digits using all the digits 5, 4, 7, 0 and 1. Okay, so now we have to find, or we have to write the greatest and the smallest 5 digit number using these 5 digits. So the digits that we have to use is 5, 4, 7, 0 and 1. So while using these 5 digits, you have to form a greatest number. You have to form a greatest number and a smallest number. So you have to form a greatest number and the smallest number using these 5 digits. Okay? Chaliye, starting from the first. Okay, so the greatest number, let's find out the greatest number by using these 5 digits 5, 4, 7, 0 and 1. So that will be, that is 75,410. Okay, so the greatest number you can form by using these 5 digits is 75,410. Okay, you can put the comma if you want, if you don't, then no need. But this is according to the Indian place value chart. Next, smallest number by using these 5 digits. So smallest number कौन सा बनेगा? That is 10,457. That is 10,457. So this is the number that we can form by using these 5 numbers. That is 10,457. Okay. So this is the greatest number and the smallest number that you can form by using these 5 digits. Okay class. So you can just pause the video here and note it down in your notebooks. Okay class. Chaliye, let's move to the next question, that is question number, okay, so next question number 27 and 28 that we will discuss in class, as they are questions from the measurement topic and you have to use your scale while measuring these lines, and that we will do definitely in our online class. Okay, so we will do that question in our online class. So let's move to the next question number 29. Okay, so I'm moving back next to the question number 29. Question number 29. Okay, the side of a square field is 43 meter. Okay, find the cost of fencing the field at the cost of rupees 18 rupees and 50 paisa per meter. Okay, so here they have talking about a square field. So first of all, let's make a diagram of a square field. Okay, so what is square? Square क्या होता है? जिसकी चारों sides equal होती है. So they are talking about this square field. Okay, and the side of a square field is 43 meter. So this is the measurement of a side of a square field. तो एक square field की उन्होंने side की measurement दी है, that is 43 meter. Okay, if the measurement of one side of a square field is 43 meter, so what will be the measure of the rest 3? That will also be the 43 meter only, because it's a square field and all the sides of a square is equal. एक square की जो चारों sides equal होती हैं, so that means अगर एक की given है तो that means बाकी 3 की भी same होगी. Okay, so this is what we have done. Next, the next thing that we will do in this, we are going to name this square field. So let's name it as A, B, C, D. So this is the name that I have given to this square field, that is A, B, C and D. Okay. Next question is, another question is that we have to find the cost of fencing. इसकी fencing means चारों तरफ तारें लगाई गई हैं. So what is the cost of fencing this square field? Okay, if the cost of 1 meter of fencing is rupees 18 rupees and 50 paise. तो सबसे पहले जो इसकी चारों साइड फेंसिंग हमें करनी है, सबसे पहले हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि चारों साइड जो फेंसिंग होगी उसके लिए हमें टोटल वायर कितनी चाहिए। अगर 1 मीटर वायर की कॉस्ट उन्होंने दी है दैट इज 18 रुपीज एंड 50 पैसे, तो जितनी टोटल मीटर की वायर उसकी रिक्वायर्ड होगी उससे हम उसको क्या कर देंगे, मल्टीप्लाई। बट द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू फाइंड दैट व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ व्हाट, मतलब व्हाट इज द टोटल मेजरमेंट, आपको टोटल मेजरमेंट निकाली होगी फेंसिंग की। सो लेट्स राइट डाउन। ओके, तो देखिए फॉर दिस हम इसके लिए क्या करें, वी हैव टू फाइंड द पैरामीटर। अगर पहले हम इसका पैरामीटर निकालेंगे देन वी कैन ओनली कैलकुलेट द कॉस्ट ऑफ फेंसिंग। ओके, पेरीमीटर ऑफ स्क्वायर फील्ड, हमारे स्क्वायर फील्ड की पैरामीटर हमें निकालना है। द नेम ऑफ द स्क्वायर फील्ड इज स्क्वायर फील्ड ABCD, perimeter of square field ABCD. Okay, for finding the perimeter, what will we do? We will add all the sides, that is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So we will add all the 4 sides. Okay, now let's write the measurement. AB is 43। देखिए चारों साइड क्या, ये क्या है, स्क्वायर, सो दैट मीन्स चारों साइड्स क्या होंगी इसकी इक्वल। 43 प्लस 43 प्लस 43 प्लस 43। सो व्हाट इज द मेजरमेंट ऑफ ऑल द 4 साइड्स, दैट इज 43 plus 43 and 43. So let's add them all. 3, 6, 12. So 3, 6, 9 and 12. 12. 4, 8, 12, 16 and 17. So that is 172 meter. So that means the perimeter of this given square field is 172 meter. देखिए अभी तो हमारे पास ये perimeter आई है. So that means total wire जो हमें required होगी इस square field की fencing करने के लिए, that is 172 meter. Now here the question is that we have to find the cost of fencing. Okay, cost of fencing is equal to, okay, कॉस्ट ऑफ फेंसिंग क्या होगी, 1 मीटर की कॉस्ट कितनी है, 18 रुपीज 50 पैसे। सो 172 मीटर के लिए वी विल मल्टीप्लाई 172 मल्टीप्लाई बाय रुपीज 18.50 पैसे। सो जस्ट लेट्स सिंपली मल्टीप्लाई इट। सो 1850 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 172, 200, 2 5s are 10, 2 8s are 16 plus 1 17, 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3. Okay, 7 zeros are 0, 7 5s are 35, 3, 7 8s are 56 plus 3 59, 5, 7 1s are 7, 8 9 10 11 12, that is 12. Next 1 zeros are 0, 1 8s are 8, 1 5s are 5, sorry, okay, 91, 1 0 0, 1 5s are 5, 1 8s are 8 and 1 1s are 1. Let's add them all. 0 0, 7 plus 5 12, 9 plus 1 10 plus 5 15 plus 3 18, 1, 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11, that is 3. अब देखिए पॉइंट कहाँ है, 2 पॉइंट्स के बाद कितने डिजिट 2, तो यहाँ पे 2 डिजिट्स छोड़ के वी विल पुट अ पॉइंट, दैट इज रुपीज 3182.00. ओके, देखिए 2 पॉइंट के बाद कितने डिजिट के बाद पॉइंट पर कितने डिजिट है, दैट इज 2, तो पीछे से 2 डिजिट छोड़ दिए, दैट इज 0, वो हमने पॉइंट लगा दिया। सो दिस इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ फेंसिंग अ स्क्वायर फील्ड। देयरफॉर टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ fencing the square field is rupees 3,182. So this is the cost of fencing that square field. Okay, and this is also the solution of question number 29. You can pause it here and note it down in your notebooks. Okay, chaliye, let's move to question number 30. That is a bar graph. So now we will do a bar graph. That is question number 30. It's too fast. Okay. Question number 30 is, the bar graph shows the heights of some students of a class. Read it and answer the following questions. So here a bar graph is given and you have to read this bar graph and answer the questions that are being asked related to that bar graph. So let's make the bar graph first. Okay, so here the bar graph is divided. Okay, that is 160 with a gap of 20. Okay, this is the bar graph. I'm trying to draw 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 and 160. Next, here it is they have just given the heights of different students with the names. So the first name is of Kavita and Kavita is, okay, this is height in centimeter. This is the height in centimeter. So this is the height of the students that is given in centimeter. The first student is Kavita, that is 140. So Kavita is, this is the height of Kavita, that is Kavita. Okay. Second, Sonu. Sonu is इन दोनों के बीच में है, that is, देखिए गैप इसका हाफ क्या होगा बीच में 150. This is the height of Sonu. This is the height of Sonu. Next, this is the height of 40 is the height of Azmi, that is 140. Okay, this is also the height of Azmi. A, Z, M, I. Next, okay, next is 160, that is the height of Rakesh. Okay, so this is the height of, okay, this is the height of Rakesh. Last, Isha. Okay, that is also this 150 near about, that is, and this is the height of Isha. It's Aisha. Okay, so this is the height of various students of a class and this is height of students. So देखिए यहाँ पे बच्चों के नेम दिए हैं and their various measurements of their heights is given in centimeters. Okay, so their measurement of their heights is given in centimeter and these are the names of the students and you have to answer the questions that are being asked related to the heights of the students. अलग-अलग students की height से related कुछ questions हैं, okay, that we have to find here. Name the tallest students. Okay, so सबसे tallest बच्चा कौन सा है इस क्लास में? Who is the tallest student in the class? That is this one. As देखिए बार ग्राफ को देखेंगे सबसे ऊंचा बार ग्राफ कौन सा है? Which is the highest bar graph you can see here. So the highest bar graph is this and this is Rakesh. So Rakesh is the tallest student. So this is the answer of the first. Rakesh is tallest. Rakesh is tallest. So this is the height of the student. ओके, सो देखिए राकेश की हाइट सबसे ऊंची है, दैट इज राकेश. राकेश इज टॉलेस्ट. क्लियर. सेकेंड वन, नेम द शॉर्टेस्ट स्टूडेंट. सबसे छोटा स्टूडेंट कौन सा है? सो विच ग्राफ इज स्मॉलर देन ऑल. सो सबसे छोटा ग्राफ किसका है? सो दिस इज दिस वन. सो देखिए दिस इज लिटिल बिट हायर, क्योंकि ये भी थोड़ा सा इससे कंपैरेटिवली आजमी का इससे ऊंचा है. ओके, दिस इज लिटिल बिट हायर. ओके, सो which is the name the smallest shortest student. Shortest student कौन सा है? This is कविता. कविता is shortest. देखिए B, that is कविता. कविता is shortest. SHORTEST. That is कविता. C1. What is the difference in the heights of Azmi and Isha? ओके, आजमी और ईशा की हाइट में क्या डिफरेंस है? सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस इन द हाइट ऑफ आजमी एंड ईशा? ओके, तो देखिए आजमी की हाइट है दैट इज नियर अबाउट 140 एंड सम पॉइंट्स, बट द पॉइंट्स वाला जो टॉपिक है वो आपके लिए नहीं है, तो इसलिए हम उसको नहीं करेंगे. वी विल जस्ट टेक इट एज 140. ओके, सॉरी 145. ठीक है, एंड ईशा की हाइट है 150. So the Azmi height is 1. देखिए हम okay, and this is 140, then it's 150, then it's 145. Rakesh is 160, Isha is 150 again. Okay. Okay, so देखिए now the what is the difference in the height of Azmi and Isha? Azmi और ईशा की हाइट में कितना फर्क है? The difference in the height of Azmi and Isha is only of 5 centimeter. Okay, so that is 150 minus 145 is equal to 5 centimeter. Question है, what is the difference in the height of Azmi and Isha? Okay, that is 5 centimeter. Okay, चाहो तो आप लिख सकते difference in the height of Azmi and Isha is of just 25 centimeter. Okay, oh, sorry, just 5 centimeter. If you want, you can. Okay, I'll just write difference in their height is difference in the height of Azmi and Isha is of 5 सेंटीमीटर. इज ऑफ 5 सेंटीमीटर. ओके, सो दोनों की हाइट में कितना फर्क है? दिस इज जस्ट ऑफ 5 सेंटीमीटर. क्लियर. मूविंग नेक्स्ट टू द लास्ट, दैट इज द D1. हु इज 150 सेंटीमीटर टॉल? तो 150 सेंटीमीटर किसकी है? दैट इज सोनू एंड ईशा. दे बोथ आर 150 सेंटीमीटर. सो द क्वेश्चन इज हु इज 150 मीटर टॉल? दैट इज सोनू एंड ईशा. Write the answer. That is Sonu and Isha. Who is 150 centimeter tall? That is Sonu and Isha. Clear? So this is the solution of question number 30. Okay, तो देखिए इसमें एक चीज बेटा जो आपको ध्यान रखनी है, इसमें जो ग्राफ है that is given on a point bar. तो आपको पॉइंट्स के ऊपर लेना है, but that is not in your syllabus, but the question is given here, so I have not taken the points here. Okay, so this is the reason that I have not taken the points. So you will just take a sum total. Okay, अभी points वाला आपके syllabus में नहीं है, तो इसलिए मैंने उसके points के हिसाब से नहीं करवाया. So this is just an example that I am showing that how you are going to solve if you get any kind of question of related to bar graph. Clear? So with this we have completed this chapter exam paper as well. So in the next session we will do some of the revision from your past chapters. Okay, of the maths. Okay beta, so now the next question number 27 and 28, these are two practical questions that we will surely discuss in our session. Okay, so with this I'm just ending the session here only. So I'll see you again very soon in our next session. So till then everybody have a good day.